The freedom of the open road on the most environmentally correct transport. Hello, and the warmest of welcomes to the west of Ireland, where I'm touring nearly 200 miles of lakes and mountains. Now, they say in these parts that the roads go around the mountains and all the hills go down. I found this a great place to come cycling, and the dull weather doesn't really matter because, as we've seen, the Irish scenery is second to none. And believe it or not, there are more bikes on the byroads than there are cars. But a bike is not the most practical thing to bring away on holiday. If you join a cycling package, though, you can hire your bike and all the necessary equipment at the start of your tour, in this case Galway. Eamon Ryan, the organiser, carefully matches machine with rider, and he also provides route maps and dispenses useful advice.
In cities or in heavy traffic, it's very advisable to wear a helmet. I mean, if you're knocked down, you want something to protect your head. Out in the country roads in Ireland, there's very little traffic. It's quieter. So it's maybe not as vital to wear one. I leave it up to people themselves.
You and your bike are then taken to the little village of Cong.
Okay, next one. Nobody wants it?
This way you start in the very heart of the Irish countryside. You average around 35 miles a day, not a task taken lightly by this cosmopolitan group.
Well, but we're quite proud of that. My girlfriend actually custom-made this logo for us, and it stands for the Irish Pub Crawling, Golfing and Bicycling Society.
And how many members of this society?
Oh, it's a very, very exclusive group. You're looking at all of them in the world.
The counties of Mayo and Galway are ideal for cycling. Traffic is light and usually very considerate, but for much of the time you have the open road to yourself. But it's not all cycling by any means. Westport and the chance for a little local socialising. But if you feel like a night out after a day's cycling, then Westport is certainly the place to come. There are umpteen pubs, and even on a Sunday night, 20 of them have some kind of live music. As the Irish say, it's great crack. You stay in 3 kinds of accommodation: a university campus, friendly guest houses, even a seaside hotel. The van takes all your overnight luggage on ahead, and each morning Eamon starts the day with a briefing.
The cycle today isn't as long as it was yesterday, and it should be a good bit easier, hopefully, especially in the afternoon. It's about 12 miles in total to Lewisburg. It's about 18 kilometres, and as someone said, about 10 Irish miles.
They do actually say you must take the safari at your own pace. And when you want to walk, you walk. And then you see the fantastic scenery even better. Though sometimes you can't. This is Ireland after all. A waterproof cape and a hat come as standard equipment. Well, this is obviously a very important part of any cycling safari holiday, the bike. It's a cross between a mountain bike and a roadster. It's got some 12 gears, which can be very helpful on the hills. And as for what you wear, well, something comfortable. And I suggest that if you get a pair of shorts, then you should get padded ones. I didn't. You can take this tour at your own speed. This is no race, no endurance test. There's always time to detour, to do your own thing. And being Ireland, you're bound to come across something unusual. In a remote workshop, I found Joe Hogan, one of only 6 traditional basket weavers in the entire country.
There's 3 varieties in what I'm working here. The brown variety is called black mold, which is the commonest willow that's grown.
He came here on a cycling holiday nearly 20 years ago. Loved the place so much, he never left, and I can understand that. The scenery is truly bewitching. You'll come across plenty of villages and small towns offering welcome relief for the saddle sore. What's really intoxicating about this trip is the fresh air and the sense of the countryside. Unlike motoring, you feel really close to the landscape. Cycling certainly boosts the appetite. As only breakfast is included on this holiday, you should allow around £15 a day extra for lunch and dinner, and you'll find plenty of small restaurants serving wholesome Irish fare. This is one of the places suggested for dinner, although you can eat anywhere you like. And this is a converted chapel. There were nuns here until 10 years ago. And we're eating typical food, really, from the area. Seafood and Irish stew. Even in rural Ireland, there's always something going on at night. Perhaps the best thing about this holiday is the shared experience, the way people from so many different countries become good friends.